And I think that wraps this up. And obviously we make this podcast so that we can learn. Yes. And other people can learn if they want to join in. And if you learn anything and you want to, give this podcast some support. There's some great ways to do it. And the goal when you support the podcast is that you also support yourself. That's the goal. Yep. Mutually supporting situation is what we're going for. So first off, we got our company up in Maine, up in New England, Origin USA, in Farmington, Maine, 100% American-made products. It's a jiu-jitsu company first and foremost, right? That's the foundation. Sure. Gis and rash guards. Interestingly, gis, one of the hardest things in the world to make from scratch. And we make them here in America.
Sure.
A lot of people think they're the best. That's actually what I think.
Yeah. Well, so it depends on what you mean by the best. So if you think that the ones that fit the most appropriately for jiu-jitsu, then they're the best.
So if you're going to use your jiu-jitsu gi for jiu-jitsu, then they're the best.
They're the best.
Concur.
If you want various different weaves, various different options that happen to be made in America, and various perfect blends for washing, drying, antimicrobial stuff, then they're the best.
Yeah. When you see, do you remember the first time you saw dragon weave, like with your own eyes?
Yes.
Were you impressed? I was.
Yes. So.
Like it's legitimately
impressive.
This is one of the dumbest things I've ever thought of in my life.
All right, lay it on me.
When I first saw dragon weave, I thought to myself, it would be cool to get a legit, because sometimes I got to wear a suit because I've been going to work with a company or something. I thought to myself, it would be cool to get a legitimate suit made out of this.
Dragon weave suit.
Dragon weave suit.
Yeah, I can see that.
It took me about 20 minutes before I realized I was an idiot, but it's that cool looking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So to answer your question,
and it's that practical. That's the thing.
Yeah.
So anyways, you can get gis, rash guards, originmaine.com. What else?
Joggers. Well, okay. So you wanted the suit. Sorry, bro. You said it. Yeah. So let's talk about it at least a little bit. You said the suit.
The suit, dude.
Okay. Hey,
forgive me.
Dragon weave suit. Good, cool. But so I've talked about this before, where my favorite shorts are dragon weave shorts.
Yeah,
something. They don't make them. Sorry,
not yet.
Well, so I was talking to Pete about them, and I was like, hey, you should make the dragon weave shorts. And I forget why, but not now. There's other shorts which are actually could prove more dope.
Check.
You see the button, like you saw the buttons, right? Like for the shorts, there are these buttons. They're dope. Anyway, so there's some joggers, some shirts and whatnot, some regular apparel, more athletic wear, but super comfortable. I'll tell you that. As the whatever proclaimed connoisseur of comfort, I can say
connoisseur of comfort.
This is the most comfortable stuff you're ever gonna put on. If you find anything more comfortable, let me know. We'll see. Compare apples to apples. But yeah, some good stuff there. Also some supplements.
And speaking of so you know who Dr. Rhonda Patrick is?
Yes.
She's been on Joe Rogan a couple times.
Yeah.
Probably even more than that. Anyways, she just tweeted out this thing talking about curcumin. And
all right, well, what is it?
Like no kidding, double blind, triple whatever tests, UCLA, curcumin is awesome for you.
But do you remember what?
Yes.
What,
this is the thing. It blew off. The article actually blew off.
What do you mean blew off?
It was curcumin keeps down inflammation. That was no big deal.
Right.
When actually that's a huge deal.
Yeah.
That's one of the reasons why it's in joint warfare.
Yeah.
But then they did a test, and it improved memory and cognitive reaction 28%. This is in a lab. Yeah. So, and then they referred to people in India. That people in India who have a high level of curcumin in their diets. That's why Indian food looks yellow.
Huh.
Is because of that. There's, well, not just like direct, but they're saying that's a really interesting fact, right?
Yeah.
So, anyways, that's in there.
It's in joint warfare. So
it's in joint warfare.
There's more than just joint warfare.
Yeah.
The super krill, which is krill oil, as we all know by now, krill oil is pretty much the best source of omega-3. Better than fish oil.
Yes.
And we all know fish oil is good. Krill oil is even better. Super krill oil, even better than regular krill oil.
You know what? The big difference between super krill oil and krill oil?
I do, actually.
Yeah, it's super.
No, but there's some actual technical, beneficial, super stuff. And it's like it's something, but it's an antioxidant.
Flavonoids?
No, it's like xanthinum or something. Sorry, I'm saying it wrong. But it's an antioxidant, which is a big deal. You know what rust is? Rust. Yeah, it's oxidation.
Yes.
That's all that is.
Yeah.
Oxidation of metal. Mm-hmm. So when because some people, I knew this for a long time, but before I knew it, this is how my brain was as far as antioxidants go. My mom was like, hey, antioxidants. I'm like, wait, oxidants, oxygen is good. We're like, why is it antioxidant kind of thing? But it's like, no, it's not antioxidant. Antioxidant, meaning it fights oxidation, which is rust of your body. So your body technically is kind of rusting, Antioxidants keeps it from rusting. When you hear antioxidants, that's what you're hearing. It's going to keep your body from rusting, straight up. So krill oil, omega-3s, better uptake than fish oil, and we need omega-3, many things. Just know that you need them. In this case, for your joints. In other cases, for your eyeballs, your brain, your organs, all this stuff. But know that it has many uses. Plus antioxidants, boom, super krill oil. That's what makes it super. Then joint warfare, as we mentioned. Yes, that's for your joints. Curcumin, not just curcumin. No. Glucosamine, chondroitin. Mm-hmm. These are things for cartilage. Man, I'm telling you, if you have bad joints, boom, joint warfare. Boom.
Get some discipline too.
But yeah, by the way, and so now what we have, as it turns out, according to Dr. Rhonda Patrick, as you said, we have, like, so they all play into each other. Yeah.
You're just getting after it.
So joint warfare, krill oil is the joints, but joint warfare also has cognitive enhancements, which, as does the discipline.
So there you go. Discipline is like what do you call it? A powdered drink? That's what it is, right?
Yeah, that's,
you mix it up, you put a little in your water bottle. And then it gives you a little bit of that something.
Yep. It gives you that mental edge, advantage.
Dave Burke sent me a text. He said, quote, best quote from the last podcast, Dave Burke is like a crackhead with, or something like that. Sorry, Dave. No offense.
Yeah.
I know you just like the discipline.
Yeah. Hey, man.
Did you see someone posted a picture of like a guy with like cocaine powder all over his face?
Yeah, the Dave Chappelle situation. Yeah, that's a good
Dave
meme.
Burke's on the...
you got any more of that discipline?
You got any more of that discipline? Cool.
Also milk. Okay, so that's a little bit of a shifting gears scenario in regards to supplements. Milk. Okay, I'm going to say the word protein. I said this before. I'm going to say it again because to me it's appropriate. I'm going to say the word protein powder, but I'm not going to say, hey, milk is a protein powder. I'm not going to say that. It's not appropriate. Because it's different. This is how it's different. It's milk.
I just had a guy hit me up and he said, I don't drink protein powders, but it sounds like this is just dessert.
Yeah.
And I hate to say it. It's kind of true.
It kind of tastes like that too. But dessert kind of has this like kind of guilty kind of feel to it. This is guilt-free dessert. Here's what I did, though. I was pushing, though. I know. And I was going to kind of let you know, but I was like, let me just have it be funny for me. So I'm literally thinking of milk while I'm shopping. Yeah. Okay. So when I shop, I don't know how much you shop, but.
0.
Okay. So I go in.
Next question.
I have my go-tos, right? I get red leaf lettuce. I eat a lot of red leaf lettuce for whatever reason. And I get milk. But this time, I'm thinking of the milk. I don't know why. It was just in my head. I wasn't going to go drink some milk at that time. It was just in my head for whatever. And my eyes shifted to chocolate milk. So I'm like, hey, what if I mix the chocolate milk with the milk? I know, right? It might be too much.
Did you do it?
No, I didn't do it.
Don't do that. You don't need to.
Then again, why would I knock it before I try it? Because what if I discover something? See what I'm saying? I didn't do it yet. Nasty. I'll report back. But nonetheless, it is like a dessert, but it's one of those beneficial desserts.
Yeah, that
like
will not taste
kind of like
good.
dark chocolate. Like consider dark chocolate, right? I mean, it's a certain percentage,
Yeah.
right, or something where it's like good for you. Yeah.
Gotta drink enough.
So it's kind of like that. It's like a big milkshake. Put an egg in there. You really want to get nuts.
We'll have some milk for sure at the immersion camp.
Yeah. Which is, by the way, August 26th. That's when it is.
Last year we didn't have milk. Milk wasn't even invented yet.
Yeah.
It was like
straight up didn't exist.
It didn't exist. It was like then all of a sudden you cracked an atom open and they had to add milk to the periodic table. That just happened. Last year I had to drink. I was drinking just the chocolate milk because they had it at the camp.
Oh right, yeah.
Like the old school cafeteria chocolate milk. It's just horrible.
You don't like it?
No,
I think I'm addicted to the experience because that's what it had at UH.
It's not good. It's not good. So immersion camp.
August 26th ends September 2nd. That's the last day. About there's 2 sessions in there. I would say, I can't speak for anyone else. I would say, go to both because that's good. But, go to 1, go to 2, whatever.
For those that are wondering, and this isn't confirmed yet, but we pretty much had the talk, Pete, me, and B Little, and the conversation is looking like morning, gi. Afternoon, no gi. Evening, whichever you want. Yeah. That's like a dream, isn't it?
I think so too. And I don't have any complaints from the last one.
Yeah.
Literally, I have no complaints.
Yeah.
But I do remember thinking, if there was some no-gi mixed in here, this would make me kind of not really want to leave.
Ever.
Yeah.
This is worth pointing out. This is the kind of thing that You ever think about like people that are OCD?
Yes, I think about that all the time.
Right.
Obsessively.
Yeah.
Compulsively.
So sometimes I have a little bit of that in me, but one of them is like I want things to be squared away, right? Yeah. And so when I was going to the camp, I was kind of like, how is this whole laundry thing going to work? Like, what's going to happen?
This was before.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, the thing is, just to let everyone know, if you come to camp, they do laundry. There's like a laundry service.
They pick it up.
They pick it up,
and
they wash all your clothes, and then they bring back in all your clothes, nice and clean.
And that's a huge deal.
So you think you could basically get away with 2 gis?
Yes, 2 gis.
Yeah. Well, maybe 3.
I would say. I only had 2.
Probably 3 gis.
I didn't bring any gis. I got Origin ones when I was
bring
there.
Bring 2 and buy one when you get there.
Yeah.
I'm saying to rotate them through properly, but they're pretty fast on the turnaround. Anyways, that's the deal.
But that's kind of a big deal. The laundry because there's a difference between there's a laundry service, walk across camp to the laundromat and go handle your business.
Well, and actually, the camp is at a same lake, Echo Lake, but it's a different lake. And I don't know what the exact laundry service. I think it's gonna be the same exact thing though, because the service didn't come from camp last time. It's somebody that does laundry for gis.
Yeah, makes sense.
There should be people in the world that just do gi laundry.
Just gi laundry. Yeah, they come and grab it though. They knock on your door like room service. Yeah, really, that's a huge deal. I think it's very convenient, very nice. But yeah, immersion camp, August 26th through September 2nd, 2 sessions. I'm gonna be there. Jocko's gonna be there rolling.
Yeah.
Rolling to fulfill your curiosity of how it is to roll with Jocko. I'm not going to say it'll be a good time rolling with Jocko. I'm not going to say that.
Might let you down.
You might get let down as far as pleasurable experiences go.
No. Might let you down. Might be. Everyone thinks, he's got to be so unbelievable. No, it's like I'm not that good at jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, I wasn't really thinking that. I was thinking more, it'll be fun and pleasurable. Meanwhile, it'll be like 90% painful and then like 5% embarrassing and various other negative emotions. God. But yeah, he can whatever. If you wonder about that kind of stuff, I don't know, maybe you don't. But yeah, that's in Origin. Also, we have a store. Actually, Jocko has a store and it's called Jocko Store. Who made that name up?
I did.
Keeping it simple. Anyway, this is where you can get the rash guards that we make. Get after it. Little trooper rash guards. Warrior kid rash guards too, by the way. For youth. Warrior kids getting into jiu-jitsu, boom. And for surfing and for whatever. Yeah. Running, cycling, all that stuff. What other rash guards are there? I thought I was going to make
Oh,
I'm gonna
t-shirts too.
Yeah.
Legit
Stand by to
t-shirts.
get some rash guard. That's what I'm gonna make. Stand by to get some.
Check.
I was gonna make a good rash guard, but then I thought, hey, what's the message of good? Good
Isn't stand by to get some too close to get after it?
No.
Okay.
Because stand by to get some is when you're standing by to get some. Getting after it is when you're actually getting after it. So when you're standing by or you're getting after it, it's two different things completely. Back to the good rash guard is important, I think, as far as the layers go. Okay, good is like when something quote unquote bad happens.
Mm-hmm.
There's always some good to come from it. It's what you said. It's a direct quote. So you can't make and put on a rash guard that's based on something bad happening as far as losing goes or something like that, right?
Okay.
I guess you could technically.
Yeah.
If it looked dope. I don't know. Jury's still out. Anyway, back to the t-shirts. There's some cool ones on there, right?
Yeah. Just put that deathcore on the t-shirt.
Yeah. Good idea. I think you're right about that one. Oh, hats on there as well. 2 kinds of hats as of right now. Actually, 3 technically. 3 types of headgear. Trucker hats. Flex fit hats. Beanies.
Yeah.
Just in time for summer. Actually, Beanie's been out for a while. Beanies was a spring
Yeah, like a month,
thing.
dude. Don't give yourself too much credit. But
Nonetheless.
speaking of summer and winter, hoodies. You can get hoodies on there too. Legit hoodies. Non-Hawaiian hoodies.
Or
Even though
Hawaiian
you're gonna make a Hawaiian hoodie apparently.
Yeah, I think technically there's no such thing as a Hawaiian hoodie, but I will have a lighter weight hoodie for when you go to Hawaii and it turns nighttime and the breeze kind of blows and you're like, dang, I wish I had my long sleeve shirt on, and it'll look kind of dope. That's what I think. That's my whole approach, in my opinion. There's some women's stuff on there too. For the lady troopers, some tank tops and V-neck type t-shirts made specifically for the ladies. Solid. Discipline equals freedom. Good on. Also, other ways to support. Another way to support. Subscribe to the podcast if you haven't already. On iTunes and Stitcher and Google Play or wherever you listen to podcasts. Whatever platform you choose to use. Also, YouTube.
Yeah. You should subscribe to YouTube. The reason is so you can see Echo's legit videos. For instance, you just re-released one. Thank God.
Yes.
Echo had made a video for Warpath, and he put Christmas music,
which we all loved.
Which
it was during Christmas time, and we all loved it. It was during Christmas
time, and the thing is, the video was so graphically intense, and I could tell. And you had actually told me that it took days to put together 3 seconds worth of film. And so when you showed it to me, I was super pumped. And then I heard the music. I was super unpumped. Yeah, I was unpumped. And anyways, he's redone the Warpath video. Now has good music behind it, not Christmas music.
We'll just say revised. It's revised,
Thankfully
but we can still revisit the Christmas one.
Did you pull off the old one? Did you pull it down?
No, I left it, man. That's for us, folks who like Christmas.
Oh, I'm the Grinch over here.
I know, bro. But yeah, it's good. YouTube, subscribe to the YouTube and leave a review on the iTunes thing if you're in the mood. That's my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Leave a review. It's a good one. Good way to support too. Also, if you are looking to improve and increase your supply of fitness gear, I just got a few things for my bicep brats. When you kind of choose to embark on a different type of fitness, I don't know. You stick with the same thing. I get it.
No, but I do different things.
Sometimes. Yeah. You get fired up. But anyway, I don't want to go into that. But I got some new stuff. Anyway, where you get it is, in my opinion, go to Onnit. So onnit.com/Jocko. You can get some good stuff on there, including but not limited to kettlebells, maces. I'm going to get battle ropes. I just read some really good stuff about battle ropes. You ever done battle ropes before?
I've done them, but not with any kind of regularity.
Yeah. Like I want to do a battle rope program. Yeah, I don't go in too much, but it's like, like if it's like for Metcons, and you can full body, boom. Yeah, it's like it burns a lot of calories, gets you in muscular conditioning and stuff like that. But really good. I was like, after you read it, it's like you want to do battle ropes from now on. Incorporate. Anyway, go there, onnit.com/Jocko. I got the mace from Jocko today. I was fired up.
It's heavier than you thought.
Yeah, and I knew it was going to be heavy. That's the thing. Like, I know because...
That's only a 20-pounder.
Yeah. And Unlucky
If
figure.
you know, that's one of those things. I think, you know, when we talk about kettlebells and people will say like, what size kettlebell do you start off with? It's hard to narrow that down. That thing is heavy. There's not too many people that are just getting all over that 20-pound club.
This is like too heavy. I've never done a mace workout before, by the way. This is too heavy for me to do like a workout.
Yeah.
I'm like, even like it looks like a big, what do you call it? Not a bowling pin, but you know, the juggling pins, the people in the jug. So it looks like that, but it weighs 20 pounds. It feels like it weighs like 50 pounds.
Yeah, they
literally
feel heavy.
feels like that because it's all big. Anyway.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna work it in and I'm gonna report back. And I feel that soon I'm gonna be a lot stronger than you, son.
I like it. That's good.
Yep.
Speaking of that, if maybe you're thinking, oh, instead of working out, I'm going to take a break, you can get the Psychological Warfare album that has tracks. It's on iTunes, Google Play, MP3, wherever you get MP3s. Just a little bit of guidance on how to overcome situations where maybe you're not going to get after it and you know you should.
Yeah.
So there you go. Working on Psychological Warfare 2 at this time. So that'll be coming in the future.
All your excuses are lies. That's going to be the title. Psychological Warfare 2. All your excuses are lies.
Yeah.
See that?
Yeah.
Look, we just kind of came up with it right
that's good. I like how you do that.
I'd call it like a spot. Like a spot. Like if I'm going to go
Psychological
bench,
spot.
Yeah. That's what it is. Because you
Can't
might not
call
need
it that though, because not everyone thinks of, when you say spot, you're thinking of 1994 weightlifting bodybuilding.
Sure. Oh no, powerlifting. Yeah, I guess you can't really spot on a power clean like Olympic lift, but nonetheless, it is a spot. Nonetheless, regardless of what analogy you want to use, I think the spot is the best because you don't need a spot necessarily. Most of the time, you don't need it. Most of the time.
Cool.
But if you got a spotter there and you need the spot, boom, there it is, and he's gonna spot you and he's gonna bring you through. You're not gonna let the bar bury you. You understand?
Fair enough.
Also, Jocko has some tea. It's called Jocko White Tea. Interestingly enough, dry tea, which is tea bags and in a can, which I've been popping every day, by the way.
So good.
I'm not going to say it's an anti-nausea medication. I'm not going to say that. But as it turns out, it's kind of an anti-nausea medication. Super refreshing out of the can, by the way.
It's also anti-weakness because once you drink Jocko White tea, you can deadlift 8,000 pounds automatically. Hey, it's available in Canada too. On Amazon in Canada. That's new. So check out Canadian folks up there hanging out with Jody Minnick somewhere.
Sure. Ottawa.
Then you can get it there too.
Yeah.
Also got some books. Way the Warrior Kid and Mark's Mission. Those are for children, but I think everyone that reads them gets something out of them. Yeah. So check them out. You might like them. That
video you did with Brian Rose.
Yeah.
Right? The London Real one. So my brother's watching the video. Yeah. And I don't know why he's all like surprised. Like he's impressed. Okay, I get it. But like he's all surprised, impressed. You know the difference, right? So he's watching the video. You know how you, basically the part where you were explaining Way the Warrior Kid part 2. Mark's Mission, where you're like, okay, this psychological bully, did this thing, and now Mark wants to fight him. He can fight now, knows jiu-jitsu, so he kind of wants to fight him. So Uncle Jake's like, comes in, and he's all, hey, cool, you can fight him. So I was like, oh, okay, all right, Uncle Jake, getting nuts, whatever. Okay, you can fight him, but first you got to do recon or intel, right? Intel gathering or whatever, see what up, and so he does, and he finds out all this stuff, and through like finding the stuff or whatever, he gains like a little bit of understanding or whatever. And so instead of fighting him, maybe you should help him, kind of thing. So it's like this little curveball. It's like, man, it's like kind of taking the high ground when you don't expect.
So Jay Charles kind of like that.
He liked that one. He's all impressed.
He hadn't read it yet?
Impressed with it. No, but I don't let him read that thing. I'm still reading it to my little girl.
That's Jack.
It's kind of the ethos, right? The Way of the Warrior Kid ethos. You just read it. You just keep reading. When you're done reading it, you read it again. Start all over.
Yeah.
Yeah. She likes it. She liked the paper mache pumpkin situation. She really liked that part.
Yeah.
So that was actually pretty funny.
Yeah.
It was good.
And also humor shining through.
Oh yeah, big time. Also the field manual. Discipline Equals Freedom Field Manual. Best book ever written. Best book physically to look at.
Yeah.
My opinion, black on black. Boom.
What do you think of that front cover photograph? Do you like that?
Yeah, it's very iconic photograph.
Check.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's it's like, what do you call it? Like a manual for if you make it a manual for life in general, I think you'd be on the good path right there.
I agree. If you need a manual for some leadership, you got Extreme Ownership. That's the book that I wrote with my brother Leif Babin, and it's about combat leadership and how you can apply the lessons that we learned on the battlefield to everything you do in your business and in your life and in your relationships with people. And also coming pretty soon, actually, is the follow-on to that book that I also wrote with Leif, The Dichotomy of Leadership. It is, you've heard us talk about dichotomy all the time. It's actually the last chapter of Extreme Ownership, and this is the trickiest thing about leadership, is trying to balance this dichotomy. So we talk about it and do a deep dive and get granular on how to balance the dichotomy of leadership in that book, which is titled The Dichotomy of Leadership. You can pre-order it right now. It comes out September 25th. If you don't want to get a copy when it comes out, then don't order it now, and you won't get one because it's going to sell out, and the publishers are slacking as usual, and they'll be like, "Oh wait, there's probably only print a few of these because we're not sure."
Numbers.
Their projected numbers are off, always, and you want to get the first edition. That's my opinion. So do that, and for leadership training on site, beyond the books, beyond the podcast, I have Echelon Front. It's our leadership consulting company. We solve problems through leadership. Also, we have the Muster, which is a leadership conference. There's only one more this year. It's in San Francisco, Muster 006. It's October 17th and 18th. You have to register for that at extremeownership.com. Every muster we've done is sold out. This one will sell out too. And also for current military, law enforcement, border patrol, firefighters, paramedics, first responders. We got the Roll Call 001, September 21st in Dallas, Texas. It's a Focus One-Day leadership training seminar for people that are in uniform, handling stressful situations. And you can also register for that at extremeownership.com. And until we are live at the Muster in San Francisco, or at the Roll Call in Texas, or at the immersion camp in Maine. Until then, if you want to cruise kind of hard with us, we are on the interwebs on Twitter, on Instagram, and yes, on that Facebook cable. Echo is at Echo Charles, and I am at Jocko Willing.